CHICS live card readings. Once again, it is 11:15 a.m. on the 22nd of June. We are back. Hello, I am Rochelle.
I'm Trish.
And I'm Liz.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
All right. We are a little bit late. Liz, I was on time today, and Liz had technical issues. So we've just got to be grateful for the universe. We just got to go with it. And I think it's a message of patience. Just being patient. We're lucky to all connect live like we are all over the world. I think that's just a blessing in disguise. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're here with
couple of little technical problems. Doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. And I'm normally the late one, but unfortunately Liz was the late one.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry, sister. That happens.
I think people will be in shock if we turn up on time.
Yeah,
but you know what? You can bet your bottom dollar that we will be here. Promise we will be here.
Hi, Grammy. I don't think I'm having technical issues now. I think they're cleared up. Hi, Joyski.
Hello.
Hi, Joyski. Hello, Grammy. Hello, ladies. All right. Well, we'll begin the live stream as we always do each and every week with a little bit of information from our girl that loves astrology, Trish. Trish, lead away.
Okay, so just want to say happy birthday to the Cancers. We are now in Cancer season. So we've gone in today, today, 22nd. So, of course, for America and on the Northern Hemisphere, it will be tomorrow for them. But for us, we're a day early or about 12 hours early. So what's going on with that is that the Cancer sign is a cardinal sign. And what that means is that the sun does its path along the ecliptic and it reaches its two most furthest points in Cancer and Capricorn. So yesterday, with the 21st, was our winter solstice. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is the summer solstice. That means the sun's in its highest point and it is the longest day. So longest day for them in Northern Hemisphere because it's the summer solstice. For us, it's the winter solstice. So it's our shortest day of the year. So what happens is the sun traveling along its path of ecliptic path goes to its furthest most northern point on the 21st on your summer solstice, which is why it's the in the sign of Cancer. And that's why we are, so we're in the Cancer now. So this is the sign of Cancer. So we are now in Cancer season. Now, Cancers, I'm going to keep it brief because we've got people ready to go for readings already. But Cancers are generally loving, really heart-driven people. They're emotional. Now, they're a water sign. So they're ruled by emotions. They don't really work too well with their logical, with their brain or their mental. They'd rather make their decisions with their heart. So they're more emotional. Happy belated birthday. So they're a water sign. Now they're also ruled by the moon. Now you know what the moon's like. It's got its cycles and it's, waxes in and out of all kinds of emotional mumbo jumbo. And that's the ruler of Cancer. So you can see why they are a very emotional sign. They're also very highly intuitive, being ruled by the moon, and can be a little bit temperamental, but very good nurturing as well. So I would say during this time of Cancer season, it's a great idea to work with your intuition, because it's a heightened time for intuition, because we've got the ruler of the moon and it's all emotional. Because I read a lot, but I'm an empath, so I read a lot from emotions. So those, especially us empaths, will have our emotional heart connection, our feeling connection amped up a little bit. But for everybody, it's just a time of heightened intuition. So it's a great time, because we're a spiritual channel, to talk about this. It's a great time over the next month or so to work with your intuition.
Wow. Well, actually, I really love that about Cancer, because I'm not really familiar with the Cancer signs. To be honest, it's a sign I'm not very good with.
Yeah, I have my brother's a Cancer, and he's a lot in his head, so he's like always got. He's ruled by Cancer, so he's got. In Vedic astrology, he's very strong in Cancer. I'm now switching from Vedic astrology to Western astrology. So
yay!
So everybody else understands Western, so that's where I'm diving.
You've got to keep it simple.
I do. So people understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So I just want to say with the astrology signs of things, the reason why we are tapping into that a little bit at the beginning of our live reading live stream is because we every day are surrounded by that energy, and that's why we like to talk about it, so that we can teach you and share with you or mentor you and guide you along those different energies. And so Trish has got the most, me and Liz love it, but I've never ever really studied it. I find it quite hard, the scientific side. I just know really the personalities of it.
Yeah.
But the fundamental part of understanding it is, I think, is more so using it as part of your spiritual toolbox, which is what we constantly and consistently share with you, using the energy of the sign.
And we're
like
here
the
to help
Ethereum.
guide you as to what the energy is to best
Yes.
serve you during this month or this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see, like Trish shared about the solstice. So that happens twice a year. So you'll start to repeatedly see Trish talk about the different aspects of astrology, the planets, the moons, and then you'll start to go, oh, that's that. That's why I was feeling this. And it really does, when you just start to use it in your own personal world and your own life every day, or like we do a live here once a week, just in that week, just start to notice the information Trish is sharing, and Liz and myself, and really just take that on as part of your own well-being every day. I think it will really it'll help you on not just readings, like we're learning about what we're surrounded by, the energies we're surrounded by every single day,
And how to help yourself, like move yourself forward in life.
Because I know sister Liz, because I always call Liz sister, by the way, everybody. We've known each other for a very, very, very long time. So we call each other
Little
like
kids.
She's a sister I never had, and I'm a sister Liz never had, because Liz had
Yeah.
boys and I had boy siblings.
Oh.
Anyways, Liz would commonly say to me, oh, the moon, it's the full moon. So we talk like that in our natural conversations. Like, it's definitely the moon or the energy of this, like what you're sharing, Trish.
Yeah.
So we talk generally in that, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
definitely that bloody full moon.
Oh, yeah. But sometimes it helps when you've got something to blame. It's like, oh, it's not you. Then you kind of brush it off and get over it.
Yeah, we talk in our spiritual terms. My husband must look at me like, what the? Here she goes again, this crazy woman. Anyway, righto, let's get into it. So first up was Grammy. And Grammy, have you been here before?
Yes, she has. Yep.
Right.
She was here. I think she missed us last week, missed the live, but she was in the week before that when Liz was off.
Lovely. Well, I'm assuming you'd love a card pulled. Grammy, let us know if it's a big yes, and if you'd like anything in particular we'd like to pull for you on.
And Grammy, just need to know if you're wanting a general read or a relationship read or a medium read from my new relationship connection.
Whoa!
I'm excited. Yeah.
Oh,
It came yesterday. So I missed the day we were together, and the day after. I tried to do a live.
Oh my God, I love
this
the
morning, but had so much technical.
Let's stop now. Sorry, we're not going to jump straight in. Okay, guys. So as you know, Trish is like the guru of making decks, right?
I'm obsessed.
She's obsessed, and she makes oracle decks, right? So
Yeah.
we all know that. If you've been watching us every week, Trish makes her own oracle decks for everybody and for her own. Yes, right. So anyway, she's got this new deck, and we've been waiting on it. I think we've been talking about it for a good 4 weeks, and we're like, when you get it. So just show us, Trish, one card. Card. Pull one card just for
one card. Okay.
For the collective.
Let's go with this one.
Wow.
I'm going to get you to pull a card for me later.
Oh, it's a pretty basic one. It's not an animal or anything, but it says this is an improved situation, hope for the future, and it will get better. For those people that are just going through a bit of hard relationship trouble, it's saying it's going to get better, hope for the future. Now, I also have this come in. Now, I had this set up on my live this morning, but I deleted the videos because I had so much technical. Look at this for a reading cloth.
Oh, my Lord.
Beautiful.
It matches it. And I've got my other one here as well, which I'll be using today for the general reads, which is matches my other deck. So that's this one.
So
that's
can I
Trisha
get
James
one of them made for my...
In yours.
Oh, yes. I'm definitely doing that.
We'll do that. And they fit the cards beautifully. Like the cards just fit onto the squares.
Oh,
perfect.
wow.
Perfect.
So will you be throwing that in with the custom orders?
I will be. Yeah.
Or as an extra additive, they can add it on as an extra cost.
Well, if they take the full personalised pack, they're getting that included.
Oh, how wonderful. Okay, Grammy, sorry, we just got sidetracked because I got excited. This is what Geminis do. We're airheads. Actually, Liz is a Librarian. So Liz is a Libra and we're both Geminis, Trisha and myself.
We're
so
all airheads.
Yeah,
We're all
it
heads.
is. Yeah.
All right,
Trish,
guys.
Yeah.
Today, I am putting my hand up. I want you to pull me a card from the mediumship one later.
Yeah.
Medium. Is that for a medium reading or a relationship?
I'm going medium.
For me
Medium.
later.
We'll test it out. We'll test it out. So this is all testing today. I've never used it. So Grammy, you are the very first reading. I pulled one card for Joel on my other reading, which got Joel's buying a French bulldog from me. And the card of the French bulldog fell out and it says, I just want hugs. So I assumed that because he was watching me on the live. So I just assumed that was a message for him coming from the card. So they're accurate, I guess. They mean something. So you're the first full reading, Grammy, from these decks. Hopefully I can read as well with this deck as I can with my other deck.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
All right. Who's going first for Grammy?
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready. I've been talking.
I've already started getting downloads for Grammy.
Well, you can go first for a change.
All right. Oh, righto then. I love the confidence, sister. That's like pouring out of you, girl. All right. So Grammy, let me just go in here. Thought and communication. So first of all, I feel like there's two. I feel like I'm in two minds here. There's two minds, and I want you to say, give me a yes or a no. I'm on the right track here because the cards are quite mickly, which means that there's a couple of different ways I'm going to go about this reading. So I feel like you're in two minds. I'm just waiting for her to come in. Well, it looks like I've only got one person in here. I hope we haven't lost her or lost. Go, Grammy. Oh, no, she mustn't be here then. We've lost her.
She was here. She just messaged before. She said, I feel blessed to be the first.
I'm just going to check because she comes in off my page. So I'll just jump over on my page and see if she's still there.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Yes, two minds. I knew it. Okay, that was what I was thinking. All right. So there's a lack of communication on one side. So and I feel like there's someone you're involved with through money. So I would say that's career or job. So either there's someone paying interest in that sector in you, right? That's what I felt. Because in the card that I pulled, I feel like there's dollars and there's a castle. So I like to read pictures as well. Everyone knows I like to see. That gives me a story. But you're sitting there with a book in your hand, like the witch on the broom, and you're in two minds. Obviously, the book's there because that's telling you communication. So when we get a sign of a book, that means read, listen, or what aren't you hearing? But then on the other side, there's an old relationship that's lingering. You're still in or you're in two minds about. So I feel like you're in your head. You got to get the fuck out of your head, but you got to get into your heart. So obviously one of these people is heart, like you feel it in your heart, and the other part is in your head. So I would have to say the money, the career person that you are, that I'm talking about, I feel like there is heart there, and the other one you're in your fucking head with. Now, I don't even know what I'm even saying here. This sounds like double butt touch. So you really need to do something kind for yourself. I feel like you need to retreat to really listen to yourself. Maybe it's go on a short break or go to a hotel room by yourself and be with yourself and start writing in a journal. So sometimes I believe having ourselves, no outside answers, not us girls, not our mum, not our sister, not our best friend, just you. Now, you might be able to go away and spend time with yourself for 3 hours, but a lot of people can't because there's always disturbance. There's always noise around us. It's just how life is. So I feel like you need to take yourself away because when you're in your head, we're not thinking properly, or there's a lot of outside noise not helping you with making this decision. But there definitely is, in my downloads, there's two. The career and the money side of things feels like it's coming from it's a very new thing, or there's someone flirtatious and interested, or you've been interested in this person for quite some time, but now this other person's seeing it. Anyway, that's what I'm getting, my honey, and I hope you liked your reading.
That was good.
Good.
You can go, True.
Okay, so what I've got to start with is the celebration card. So that's telling me about anything on spirit guides. Okay, so that's telling me that there's either some kind of celebration coming up around you or an achievement of something coming up around you. So could be about you. Hang on, let me just tap in a little bit more. I've got two things going on with your reading as well. So I've got two separate sides of your reading. Even though it's a relationship, on one hand, I'm seeing the card of happier times, celebrating. It could even be like an anniversary, or it could be like a milestone of some sort, but achievement. But right next to that, I've got the card of going separate ways. This is a separate way. So this again is telling me two. There's two, like where you're in two minds, two areas or two decisions. I don't have decision cards in here because it's a relationship deck. So by having the two things, that's like having the two of coins. So it's saying there's two separate ways, and it could be if it's a relationship that you're already involved in, it's like you're both interested in other things or different things. It's like two ways, but the card says separate ways. And as I'm still learning to read all the little details of these cards. So it says separate ways. It is here we must part ways is what it's saying. So now that could be a relationship, or that could be something going on in your life that you need to part ways with in order to salvage your relationship or get a relationship. So there's something you're needing to part ways with in your life. Now, next to that, it's got a fresh new start. So that, again, is telling me that you've got something coming up where you're deliberating, or perhaps you've already done it, but you're looking at a fresh new start. So it's either rekindling of an old relationship or just a complete break and a fresh new start. So it's saying separate ways and fresh new start. But then it's saying you need to look beyond. This is the looking beyond, and as beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So it's saying that you need to not just look at looks, you need to look at how people are beautiful on the inside. So I don't know if that means anything to you. Next to that, I've got the card of I love you, my heart is yours, open heart. So that is telling me that there's somebody around you, could be ones that you're thinking about having this split with. There's still love. It's one of you still loves the other person, because it's saying I love you, my heart is yours, I have an open heart. So one person here is saying I love you. My heart is yours. And then next to that, I've got the adventure card. So it's about you finding time to do the things that you love, what fills your heart, what brings you joy, be adventurous. But it's also saying, is the person that you're with, do they equally enjoy the things that you enjoy? So, because I'm getting a lot of separate things here. So it's saying this is the mutually enjoy life and living. So two people that enjoy living together, enjoy doing things together. And do you have the same interests? So yeah, I'm not sure how that goes, because as I said, it's a completely new deck, and I'm not like, I rattle off the old deck so much easier. So yeah, let me know if that makes any sense to you, Grammy, because that helps me understand these cards a little better. That's
good. Okay, so I pulled a few cards, and I feel like, let me know too in the comments, that there is an air sign that you're dealing with. And I feel like this air sign is very impulsive and very restless, and he or she, whatever, creates a lot of confusion with you. And I feel like there's a lack of communication, and one of you is holding on. like Trish said, one is in love and one is not. So there's someone that's holding on, because I got the holding on card. But then I pulled the Ace of Cups, which is telling me that there is a new love. So I don't know if that is you rekindling this relationship and working on it, or there's a new love coming your way. So that's what I got for you.
So I just pulled again from my deck that I use all the time, just because I'm more confident with them, and I also got the Ace of Cups, Liz, as well.
Yeah.
So that's definitely saying there's that new love, and then I got the Death card, so it's in the tarot. So it's saying end of cycle. So it's definitely saying something's coming to an end, and there's a new love, endings and beginnings.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
okay. Well, she's got a good reading, Grammy. You got a pretty thorough reading.
So Joycey said that she wanted to get I would love
Spirit
a card
guides.
reading.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I just said yeah.
Joycey said I would love a card reading about anything on my spirit guides.
In what context, but like what
Okay.
context? Are you wanting them to give you messages, or are you wanting, like, can you be a little? Thank you, Grammy.
I'm going
be
to
a
try
little
and
bit more
read my medium
descriptive?
deck on that one and see if that will answer questions with a message from spirit guides. So I'm going to see.
Can you let us know if you mean, like, you're saying anything on my spirit guides? Maybe just be a little bit more descriptive, Joy, where you like, okay, what do they look like? Do they got colour? The girls like doing all this sort of stuff too, don't use investigation stuff.
Messages and communication more clearer.
Yeah, but
Trish, try out your medium.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
See if they work.
I'm a little bit confused on what she's wanting, but girls, can you explain to me? Can you explain what, when you say, like, does she want the spirit to give guides to give her messages for herself?
She just wants a message from her
what
spirit
do my guides look like? Yeah, that's what I was getting. No, because she said something about tools. That's where I'm confused.
Oh, okay. Three
She said
men.
something about.
What's three men mean? Yes, what do my guides look like? Oh, jeez.
Fucking hell. All right. Well, I'll tell you what we need. We need a god. We need you to make a deck.
Actually, I just pulled the
Don't
Emperor.
tell me any more decks. Oh, my God.
I just pulled the Emperor, Joycey, for you. So I'm feeling like one of your guides is a very strong male energy. And if it comes across and feels a bit stubborn, I don't know. Does that make any sense to you?
But what I want to, okay, Joycey, I'm just gonna tune into your energy, right? So you're asking, and this is why I'm not pulling
my three.
I'm not going to pull a card here because I just feel like you need to trust yourself. I believe it's true. So that's where I'm sort of not feeling like a reading. You know the truth, and I think this goes hard to hear them. But that's how spirits can come across. That's because you're not fully trusting. And maybe you need to find a different. Maybe you need to find a different way of getting the connection. So you know how, like, when you watch mediumship shows, and some of them get like a noise or a sound or a color, and that means A, B for that particular reader. So for me, what I'm getting for you, and this might sound, I hope this sounds not double Dutch. Maybe the girls can express it a little bit clearer. But sometimes we're wanting messages to come through in that package, but sometimes they're going to come through in that package. And expectations of spirit sometimes don't come across. I've seen this happen many of times. I've seen people that I've read that go, but they're just not coming through. Well, I don't think they're meant to sometimes when that happens. And if you ain't getting the clear enough message from those three men, I think what you're getting is amazing, because you describe it to us. There's three men. Are they my spirit guides? Well, of course they are. That's how I would. But I'm a little bit more, how would we say this? I'm a little bit more, when I read, that is how I take downloads in. I don't doubt what I get. I because I think the more you doubt, the less the muscle grows and the less that the connection with them is not as strong. So I just felt like I needed to say that to you. And I've always said this too as well. But the more we listen to what we're getting and accept that, like go, yeah, okay, thank you. I got that message, maybe write it down because that's another way of accepting it. Then sometimes that shuts that bit off and then other things come through. And it is a muscle. Like, let's face it, like at the end of the day, it's all practice. People think it's not, but it is. In my opinion, the more you do it, the more you use it, the more you talk to these three men, the more you accept that it is three men. Sometimes it just lights that candle up and just makes it more active. That's what I'm getting to say to you today. That's what I'm intuitively getting from my gut to you.
Yeah, and also too, I don't know if you like meditating, but meditation can take you out of your mind and to a place where that switches off and you get like that's I get a lot of downloads in meditation. So I've seen many things in meditation. So, and when you come out, it's like you feel, oh my God, yes, that I know that is that because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
You just know and you don't doubt it. Don't give a shot.
No. Yeah, because when you doubt it, it's almost switches them off again. It's like and I'm going to say this, spirits can be real fuckers. Like they can be fucking naughty. They can be very fucking naughty. So they can fucking play around with your mind. So you don't let them fucking play around with you. Beg your pardon?
I said you like to keep them in line.
Yeah, you got to keep these fuckers in line. Like seriously, you say to them, I'm the boss, I'm the channel, I'm the downloader. Yes, you three men, what have you got to say? What do you got to say? What do you look like? And you're in control of you. You're the person on the earth. They're the spirit guide. And you trust that. I'm telling you, it works so strongly when you start to do things like that. Well, there we go. That's what I mean. Right. So I think more so, if I can just say this to you, what's the spirit guides got to say to you today? What do they want to say to you? They're obviously, you're saying is there three. Yeah, you fucking tell them, Joy. That's what I mean. So you tell them, but maybe ask them, what do you want to tell me today, you three men? What do you fucking look like? What do you got on today? You got a brown coat? How long is your coat? Are your shoes shiny or dirty? You know, maybe start to be a little bit more directive with them. And you're obviously, you're very intuitive, Joy. So you have the ability. So it's now your job as the human on this earth. Your soul needs to talk to them in a way like you're talking to your best mate in the lounge room or like you're talking to us. Same thing. It still is just a connection. It's like a telephone connection. Say it. And they might not give you an answer straight away, but you'll know when they do because you'll know when the energy is different. That's what I just got for you.
So what I get is I'm a clairaudient empath, so I hear, but I also feel. So and everybody has different gifts. So it's not about putting the strain on just one gift and saying, I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying. What are you trying to tell me? Because they might not be trying to tell you in a hearing way. The message might be coming through your body. You might be getting really hot or you might start feeling sick or you might get pains in your ear, and that's where they're sending the message. So it's saying, okay, something about ear problems coming up or well, it could be to do with hearing as well, or something to do with, the temperature or the heating, or that's a message in itself. So sometimes when I'm reading for somebody and I'm just completely scattered, and I can't put two words together and I can't just make sense of anything, that tells me then that the person is in a scattered sense of mind. So they're a scattered type of person. They've got a lot going on. They can't get their head straight, or they have trouble speaking. They have trouble communicating. So it's not only about hearing, it's also about what's going on in your body at the time. When you're reading for someone or you're doing something, it's what's happening in your body is not yours, it's theirs. So you've got to remember that. Once you've got the confidence to know that difference and just trust that difference, really.
Trust the difference.
Trust.
It's really important.
What the cards that I've got for you is, there's a couple of things going on here. I've used the medium deck to see what would happen, to pull a message through from a spirit guide. Now I can see that you've got 3. Here was the card third party.
Shit.
So it's telling me
Very good.
But they are telling me you've got a change of guide coming in. I've also got goosebumps, so they're feminine
That's
guide.
true.
The feminine guide's coming in. Now, this is the goddess, the feminine goddess. And she says, you need to know your worth. You need to know you're enough. So you've got a feminine energy coming into you, Joyski, because they want you to know, they want to build your confidence on a feminine, powerful feminine goddess type way. So they want to build you up to be a powerful feminine goddess. So they want the female energy that's around you wants to help you become the goddess that you are. They want you to know your worth, and they want you to know that you are enough right now without asking for anything else. Now, I've also below that, I've got another female coming in. That she's the same female, but she's saying that I am here for you. You can count on me. So she's saying that trust that I'm here, trust that I'm going to be there, and I'm not going to leave you in the lurch. If you want to do messages, or if you need me, you need a message from me, I'm here to give you a message, is what it's saying. Trust that I'm here. But the reason I know you've got this female guide coming in is because you've got 2 transformation cards coming in, and we've asked on spirit guides. So it's saying you've got changes coming up around your spirit team. So you've got that beautiful feminine goddess energy coming in for you to help you get more confidence, and to help you know your worth, and to help you know that they're there for you, and they're always going to be there for you. You just need to trust that. But I do see 2 successful cards coming up from my other deck saying that you're going to charge forward, you're going to charge ahead and be successful with this in finding ways to connect with them. So I think it comes down to confidence is what it's saying. And that new female goddess that's coming in, she's going to help you with the improve. So I've got the improvement cards here, and the looking and help things, because things are a bit slow. So it's saying things are a little bit slow, but this feminine goddess is stepping into the energy to help you get more confidence, help your connection get stronger and improved, and help you have more confidence in yourself. Hope that makes sense.
Very good.
I don't mind these cards for reading spirit guides.
Yeah.
Spirit guides. Yes.
Well, as I said, I pulled a card before for you, Joyski, and it was the Emperor, and that's what I felt. The Emperor, he was a strong. Like if he was on Earth once, he was a very strong. I felt his energy was very strong, but he's very stubborn. And then I feel like there's another man, and he's an older man.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm feeling grey hair. And I feel he finds it very hard to come through, because the connection to me feels like this is up and down, up and down, up and down. So maybe that's something to do with your spirit box.
Yeah.
And then there was another male that I feel like is spiritual. Like he could have been a priest, or he's just very, very wise. Very, very wise. And to Trish, you said something about that female. Well, I pulled the Lovers card, and it's in reverse, and I feel like it could be the female energy is coming forward to teach you about self-love. That's what I got from them cards.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Welcome, Linda.
Welcome.
Linda's back. Dallas is back.
I was looking at Dallas. That's confusing. So that's what I got for you, Joyski. I hope that resonates and helps you. Okay, who else? Linda. What does TY mean?
Thank you.
Oh, does it? I'm an airhead, don't worry, Joyski. So you ladies are so great. Oh, thank you.
I've just been designing too as well. Just noticed I've been putting a bit of red down.
Yeah, see, I love it. Those thumbs it up to you. I love it.
So Linda's having
time to get away from around that designing part on this program. While you're waiting.
Linda's having shoulder surgery tomorrow. Any messages for my recovery, please?
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, well, that's a nice one.
Okay, so I've pulled cards already for you, Linda, because I saw your message before everybody else. Now I've got, right, you need to think about the bigger picture of why you're having this done. It's saying that this is definitely something you need to do, because it's saying you need to take action on this. It needs to be done. You need to take action on it, but it's asking you 3 of Wands. It's saying that you need to think about the bigger picture and how it's going to help you in the future. Also saying that recovery might be a little slow, or it's been a slow process to actually get this. There's a level of slowness in this situation. So whether it's been slow for you to be able to get the operation or the recovery itself is going to be slow. It's saying, but it is going to be a big improvement for you. So it's improvement. So it's really going to be a big improvement. So I feel like whatever the recovery is, the result is what's important here. So it's saying you need to think of the bigger picture, which is the result and how it's going to change your life. This is a snake shedding its skin and the changes in life. And then the final one I have is the receiving card. So the love. Open your heart to the universe and ask for universal healing is what that's telling me. So it's saying don't forget to include your spirit team, your high guides, your beautiful spirit team, your spirit guides, as we just spoke about. Ask for them to help you heal. Now, I always call in the healing doctors. Whenever I do anything, I always ask for healing doctors. So you have a spirit team on the other side as well. So ask for your spirit guides and your healing doctors to come and help you heal. But do this once the operation's done, it's complete, just to help you with the recovery, to try and speed that up a little bit, because I can see that it is going to be slow, but well worth it. It's saying it's something you definitely need to be doing.
I pulled for you, Linda, from the flower therapy reading, because I don't want to have the other deck. So I thought this would be nice. So the two flowers we got was the, I think it's the tulip and the bleeding heart. So first card was take time for yourself. So I'd have to say, are you going to take a big enough break for yourself after this operation? Maybe you haven't taken enough time. You will need to take more time. The second one is emotional healing. Now, shoulders are always connected to our support team. Now, I'm not sure if it's the left or the right shoulder. Correct me if I'm wrong, late spiritual girls, spiritual chicks. Which one's connected to females and males?
Right's male, left's female.
Yeah.
So can you just verify which shoulder we're getting operation on, Linda? Right or left? So I can continue on with your reading. I am getting the right, but we'll see what we got. Right shoulder, of course. Okay, yeah, girl. Okay, so right's females, yes, is that right? Yes.
Right's male, left is female.
Oh, right's male.
Left's
Okay.
female.
Okay, so if it's well, I do feel like it's a very masculine person. So if it ain't a male, it's a masculine female. Okay, because that can come across too as well. So there's support. So your shoulder, yes, is a physical issue. I get it. But there's also a spiritual connection on the right. I'm a true believer of always find what the body language is what the body is trying to communicate to us. So I feel like there has been resistance around getting this fixed, but I feel like emotionally and spiritually, this is going to change a lot of things for you. It's like it's going to have this massive spiritual awakening for you with this particular person. And you know who I'm thinking, you know who I'm talking about. As soon as I said it, it comes straight to you straight away who it is. So that's the person. I don't need to know the person, but it's more of there's going to be definitely a detachment or a forgiving process with this particular person, which is going to help to heal your shoulder faster, because that physical change that's going to happen and occur is definitely going to have such a spiritual awakening for you. And I want to say to you, the reason why the first card was take enough time for yourself, because it's such a spiritual thing that's happening to you. Like I feel like there's been a lot of resistance around getting this operation done. What's going to happen is when this gets done, you're going to need more emotional healing, not just physical healing. So that's what I got for you, Linda.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and my cards are along the same line as you, Rochelle. I got the Two of Cups in reverse, and that makes me feel that there's either a friendship or a relationship that is in disharmony and out of balance. And I feel like it's caused a lot of tension in your life. And there could be like there may be like broken communication with this person, but I feel like this has caused whatever shoulder it is, like you said, Rochelle, because whatever's going on in our life, it will come out in our body. Our body.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
And I do feel like once you get this fixed, you'll be, how do I say this? You'll be in a new phase of your life and it'll help you. But I do feel like if you forgive, you will just heal so much faster. And I got the moon card that made me feel like that you've got a lot of fear around like going under the knife. Obviously, everybody probably does, but there's nothing. I don't feel like there's anything to fear.
No,
It's going to be really good for her.
No,
it's going to be very good. But on the spiritual, on the spiritual side of it and the healing side, you will heal quicker if you heal your emotions too.
What caused the problem? Also, sometimes shoulders can be heavy burdens and a lot of responsibility or hard workers, people that are hard workers, or, just I always think of the 10 of wands where he's carrying the wands up on his back. That always makes me think of shoulder pain. So people that have a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities and are hard workers tend to suffer from shoulder pain. I mean, that's a physical thing, but it's also a spiritual thing as well.
Yeah, of course it is. There's always an underlying spiritual factor in any element of our body. Always.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think the quicker you can go into that element and understand that, and if you don't understand it, Linda, if you're not aware of those things spiritually, how the body talks to us, spiritually, the best way of doing it is just good old Google.
Yeah, there's a great book. What do you know what that book's called?
It's called The Body, Language of the Body.
We both have it. We both refer to it all the time. Yeah.
This lady, Inner Siegel, Language of the Body, Inner Siegel. That's the lady's name.
There is another one too. Louise Hay has one.
Louise Hay.
I have hers. Yeah. Yeah.
But they all have their own abbreviations as to what spiritually our physical body's speaking to us spiritually. So because every single spiritual, intuitive human being individually, we're all individual in how we see things. Like there's so many different ways. But I think the first part of it is if this resonates with you, great. But if it don't, you want to sort of understand. So maybe you've got like a sore left wrist or a right foot that's sore or your knees sore. The quickest way of having an understanding, if you don't have an understanding, you don't have any reference books, is to just go on Google. Yeah. And I always am a believer of the first thing that resonates with you is the answer. Don't keep searching and researching. If it resonates straight away, that's it. That's the answer. Because, again, it's just being clear with what your body gets and knowing how your body responds. And I think when you understand the spiritual aspect of any physical element, we have so much more faster recovery and we work through the other part of our body because our body's just ain't a physical body. It's an emotional body, spiritual body, and a mental body. We've got
especially if we work through the emotional part, like you said, Liz. So things that have been caused by emotional trauma or not listening to what your path is. If you're on the wrong path and you're just not listening, then it's going to manifest itself in a physical form. If you're not following through with your spiritual or your emotional body.
Yeah, it does.
And just know too as well, a lot of people don't have that knowing. Like us girls, us three spiritual chicks have been doing this for a while now. We've been doing our own journey with our spiritual self. So this is also too. Actually, I will announce right now because I think it's good timing. We're going to start our own Spiritual Chicks podcast so that we can start really to have these different topics that we talk about on our readings, because I think there's a lot of women out there that are searching for that, and there's not a lot out there where we talk about how our bodies are responding, like all the different aspects of spirituality. Like there's so many different, and us three too can have different views as well. So we're going to start this podcast and just start to share the things that have helped us on our own journey, us three girls' journey, and then what we've learnt, what we are learning, and how we're journeying forward too as well. So it should be live in the next couple of weeks. It should be out, and then it'll have different topics that you can go back on old episodes, and if you are curious about certain topics and it come up in your reading, I think it'll be really beneficial for the people that are coming on here, because there's always the reading aspect, but then there's the mentoring and the guidance. There's so many elements of reading.
My brother over 2 years ago, and his estate and will still isn't settled. It's been man.
They're manifesting through in physical body.
Well,
but stress and burdens.
Lost my brother over 2 years ago. Okay, so where's the masculine? Oh, so that's where the
right shoulder.
Yeah, so that's where the right shoulder. So that's the burden on the right shoulder with the pain of this. Okay, so that it would be an emotional thing you've got to work. Okay, so you've got to let go and let God. Liz talked about this last week with that saying, sister. That was one of your big. You do, because unfortunately, when things are going through any type of illegal battle, it's really out of our own. What's the
She
word?
gets 10 of ones regular. Yeah, that's overwhelmed, overburdened.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
I'm
do
not
you
a
read
tarot
the
girl.
cards too, Linda?
Must if she knows the tarot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. So there it is there. So shoulders and have been fucked around.
So you must have had a really good connection. I mean, a close connection to your brother, because I got the two of cups in reverse. So that I said that broken connection. So you must have been very close to him, and that's the male energy that. Yeah.
Well, I've just
Have you asked him? Have you asked him?
Medium deck, and it says lost love on the other side. So that's telling me that's saying that he wants to come through with a message. I thought I might as well. I've got the deck here.
Wow.
He wants to come through with a message. He says that he just wants to give you hugs.
Oh.
He just wants to give you hugs, and he says we're going to work it out. So he says he'll be there to help you.
It'll work out.
He'll be working on the other side. It's going to work out. He's going to be there to help work it out. Let's work it out together, he says. And then he's saying, I love you. I don't tell you enough. That's the message from him over on the other side.
Oh, it's the only one that you talk to. Oh.
God bless you. God bless you. Oh,
yes. Well, we wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Good luck. Yep.
And come back when you're feeling better.
Yeah, we wish you all the very best. Sending our love and our light to you and you healing. All right, guys, so we've only got now 8 minutes. We're only doing an hour today because we're going to be recording our podcast today.
Okay, what about a general pull for the collective? For
yes.
a final message?
Let's do it.
So this is for the people that come in and watch it on the replay.
Yes, so I'll just host that out because we can probably put that on one of our socials. So right now, guys, it is 47 minutes and 40 seconds because I've got to let my people know that our little helpers to know that we are now going to do a collective reading from today, being the 22nd of June, right through to let me just count this up. What do we got? What's next Wednesday's date? 28th, 29th, I think it'll be. Yeah. Well, next week will be the 29th. So 28th, up until the 29th, midnight. So this reading will go for the next 6 days. And I just heard a croaky nose. That's weird.
Frog? What's frogs mean?
Fertility.
Ooh, patience. That was the word at the beginning. Patience. Frogs always mean patience. Take your time.
Do they?
Hey, yeah, I got the same thing. Slow down. Slow down in activity. Yeah, same thing.
Okay, so that's the next week. All right.
Time.
Okay. Yes, well, I feel for the collective that you need to protect your energy.
The next
I feel like some people are having a lack of faith and a little bit of despair in their life. So protecting your energy will protect the way you feel and your energy. But I did get the 9 of Queens, and I feel like this is telling me that you have nothing to worry about, that everything will be okay, and focus on the self is what
Right. So I pulled some good cards for the next week. This is Cancerian energy, isn't it? Yes, that'll be coming next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
What do you got, Trish?
So I have
sorry, sister, you finished? Sorry.
Yeah, I am.
Just it's a slower time, slow your energy down, time inactivity, hibernation, slowing down a little bit, also sorting through what doesn't serve you in your life. So maybe take some time out to work out what it is that's not working in your life, what you need to get rid of also, and then any challenges. So anything that's posing mental problems or hurdles or obstacles around you, you need to remove those out of your life and just take time out. Just want to quickly say to Joyski, message for Tina is just play it cool for now. Relax, let it come to you, it says. So yeah, just play it cool for now is the message for Tina.
Ooh.
Okay, my reading is I pulled from the colour deck, which my colour deck is coming.
Yes.
Trish is inspiring me
next.
to get this going. It's very
next.
important. She knows I love colours so much. So the first colour we got was purple. So purple's all about healing. So the up and coming week is all about healing and breakthroughs, overcoming challenges. I love the colour purple for healing. Amethyst is all about healing. So we're definitely in a week of healing and overcoming some stuff, either in our mind or actually literally. I'm a big believer if it doesn't actually have to happen, but sometimes our mental state, we can overcome challenges too as well. Just remember that. Like a week's a short period of time to overcome a challenge. But sometimes we can overcome things in another way, our mental or emotional challenges. Do you know what I mean? Like always, there's so many elements of our human body that we go through every day. So we're going to overcome. And I do feel like it's not actual challenges as such. It's more mental and emotional body. That's why I'm sharing that. And I can just see a really, really strong, like, obed light right there now. No, can you see that? Anybody? Right, that's what I'm getting. The next one is sadness, tears of joy and sadness. So I feel like there's been a lot of tears, but there's going to be a lot of joy as well. So like funnily, just for in a week's time, maybe there's going to be tears and joy this week. So there's going to be a lot of also up and down.
That's the Cancer emotional, the water emotion Cancer.
But then good. And then the lucky last card is turquoise. And I feel like you've got to put yourself in other people's shoes with this color. You've got to have empathy. And this card's all about empathy. The turquoise is all about calm and tranquil and taking things slowly. But also empathy is all about putting yourself in other people's shoes. Like, you know, if we're being, to not have empathy is not understanding somebody else. You know, to have empathy is to feel someone else's pain, to feel what someone else is going through. So I feel like this is a week of really not just self-reflecting, but reflecting on how others feel. And that will really help you to slow down too as well. Because the more empathy we have, the slower we get. But whereas if we're all about, oh my God, what are we going through? But the moment we just deflect and understand others, we really do slow down naturally. It's a natural thing in our body that happens. So that's what I've got for the up and coming week.
Beautiful.
All right.
Very nice.
We've got currently 6 minutes, guys. Is there anyone else? There's 3 people. So it's Joy, Grammy, and Linda. All right. Well, I think that's about it for our readings today, guys.
Yeah.
It seems to be a very quiet day, but I think those 3 ladies got some awesome readings.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's
Didn't they?
meant to be because we've got to do this first podcast.
Yes.
We've both got appointments this afternoon. So,
yes.
My son, Vinny.
All right. We'll just do 1 card each, and then we're going to head off, guys. That'll be the last for us today.
Son, Vinny. Now, is that career guidance, not rather than love? Anything? Okay, so I got for Vinny that he is finding himself. It's shining a light, so it's like he's finding himself. I feel like he's going through some kind of healing as well. I've got a healing card, so something he's healing from something, and also the card of inactivity. So he's got a small period of I don't know if it's this week like everybody else, where the energies are pulling back, or he's just in a period where he's kind of like hibernating or not doing a lot right now because he's working on himself, or he's trying to find himself is what I've got for him.
Beautiful. I'll go next. Okay, so mine is, I feel like there's a diet, weight loss, or he's been through some type of struggle with food. So I don't like to say, or maybe he's going to have an operation. Like there's something going on as far as his body goes and the connection with food. That's what I got. There's huge, and maybe that's where it's coming back to you, Trish, where you said he
Healing.
needs to take.
Yeah.
So
and time out.
maybe he's battled a lot with food over the past. So I just want
Mm.
to say that. That's what I got. Don't know if that feels right for you or not, Joy.
Yes, and I got to...
Yes, Rochelle, we are Italian. I cook.
Oh, nice.
When I read Vinny, I thought they're going to be Italian.
I love the name Winnie.
Well, I got the 8 of Queens, and that makes me feel like he's working hard at something. And then I got, there's lots of competition around him. It could be self-conflict, like, and he is competitive with himself. But there is, I did get the Tower in reverse, so that makes me feel like there is a personal transformation. Is he a fire sign? Let me know, Joyski. All right, what's that mean? Without the clock and job. Oh, right. Well, I feel like he's a fire sign because there's a lot of ones cards.
Liz, you are on. She said you are on, meaning you're right. On point.
Yes. Okay. So he is very energetic. He's very passionate, and he's very inspired, and he takes action. I did get the King of Wands with him, so I feel like he is a natural born leader, and he has a big vision. So I don't know if he is an entrepreneur or he has a vision to become one, but I see that whatever he's going to manifest, it's going to happen. But I do feel like there is a little bit of struggle and a bit of conflict around him, but I feel like he's going to get through it, and yeah, he's going to achieve what he wants to achieve.
You can go back, Joy, and let him listen to that. So we started reading him about 48 minutes. About 48 minutes. Yeah.
Yes.
So if he wants to watch it. Well, anyway,
So
Joy,
go
thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Joyski. As always, you're our little
Moderator.
fan girl. Maybe Joy next week, darling. You can read us girls at the end of it.
And who else was it?
I've got no idea. Why don't we invite Joyski to come on our live?
Joyski, would you like to come on our live next week? And if we just do the last 10 minutes, we'll do our normal TV show, and then the last 10 minutes you can come on. What do you reckon, Joyski? Anyway,
why don't we rotate that round for the regulars?
Yeah, I think that'd be lovely.
Yeah, see if they want to come in.
Hey, last week I counted every reading and Trish had the most.
What's that mean? What does that mean? I thought
we all read for everybody.
Yeah,
Jesus,
right.
Trish.
Yeah.
Or maybe you got a Haas more. Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, okay. Well, you're coming on the screen.
Well, you can be our tester for our first one, and then we'll share it around. Well, we'll just send the link halfway through, like towards the end. We'll send that same link. We send each other.
Yeah.
And they just jump on.
So, Joyski will have to send us her email. Is that right? So we can send her the link.
Yes. What's that say about Rochelle? Use 2 decks per 1 read. Hang on.
This was last week. She was saying
you've done our analytics for us. Thank you.
Yeah. So what's the link? She said send link. You got it, gals.
Oh, we can't wait to meet you in person, Joy. It's going to be amazing.
Let's do that. Make this a regular thing. We'll pick someone to come in if they want to. No pressure.
No pressure. Exactly. No pressure. Like whatever feels right for the person that.
I think we did a lot last
Coming in from Pennsylvania, darling. Coming in from Pennsylvania.
It was busy last week.
I love it. She's a little bit logical too, this one. That's why you there I got it, Joy. That's why you confuse yourself. You sometimes use your logic too much. Fuck the logic off. Use your right side more, darling. Yes,
what star sign are you, Joyski?
I feel like she's got Earth. Waiting. done this.
October 5th, she's
October.
Libra. That's my
Oh,
uncle's
Libra.
birthday. I love
Do you know
that.
your rising? What's your rising?
71.
71. So she's 6 years older than me.
1971. I'm 1974.
74.
And I'm a Libra too.
Aquarius, Grammy's Aquarius. I'm Aquarius rising.
So she's got 2 heirs. Well, where did I get the earth? Well, anyway, never mind. It's the earth.
Oh, Grammy is an Aquarius. Oh, you're an air too.
Yeah.
Ah!
That's why we all resonate with each other. We're all ears.
Yeah.
We're all airheads.
73. Yeah.
70. Oh, see, I told
We're
you
all
that's
the same age pretty
our
much too.
We're all around
Our-
the same age.
Yeah.
Yep. We're definitely the clientele of the 35 to 55 range.
Yeah.
You just feel it,
Yeah.
can't you, so strongly?
So Grammy, we might have you on one week as well at the end. Pop in and
You do read
Yeah,
cards,
let's
Grammy?
do it. All right, over and out, girls. Thank you so much for your
Bye.
love, sitting there watching us, because I know we weren't reuse the whole time. So we really appreciate your support and love and energy and light. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Yes. Bye-bye. Bye.